Vesa. Really difficult for Gio in this game on the Ziggs. And looks like Alistair is going to be the final lock-in here. Not as strong as Renata or Nautilus at preventing dive, but can be if played correctly. Another similar way to shut that down. If you can get some knockups there under turret with that extra ramp damage, those dives can be tricky to pull off. And with the Wukong lock-in here, not going to be really happening, I don't think, pre-6 to set up a dive. I mean, it's not impossible depending on the lane state, but it's going to be a lot trickier than a lot of other junglers could help you do.
Because I think that we didn't quite get enough out of Bulldog last year. Same can be said for the year before. And so maybe 2025 is the year of the dog. Let's do it. It's not as difficult as possible. Shakes hands with the Gromp. Gideon will be fine.
It was always going to be a lane swap with the Kalista, you have to imagine, right? Like I mentioned, the stacking of the waves, the dive, and the fight. Here comes Kingin.
All right, Bulldog making his way over on a flank angle. That is an immediate cleanse from Berserker, but now he's got even more issues. He does try and get himself out of the way, but that is First Blood going over to the Ziggs. The Cyclone's doing a whole bunch of work, though, as the Akali's on the board. Lehens with that level 6, but into the backline goes Dudu. Lehens still keeping himself alive, but can Dudu say the same thing? The answer is yes. He was bailed out, didn't even need it, as Gideon's going to bite the dust. And Bulldog sitting on 2-0 to start this one off.
And a lot of this fight was really decided by Pioshik's fantastic ult. Straight through the center of everybody. A lot of resources used on the Berserker as Fisher.
Is just possibly going to do it again. Fisher has to flash and ult and press every button that he has. And he just teleported down there. Oh dear, Dudu is going to suffer the same fate, but he's going to die. That is a solo kill. What's going, especially with the CS situation, is now Kingin could be in trouble. The Dudu's revenge is swift, and it is dangerous. Another Nimbus Strike does come in, and Dudu's dashing around will be able to pick up that kill. So
I'll try to slide it in when I can.
Yeah. It's a great one. Absolutely. All right, Bulldog on a bit of a flank angle. Pioshik gets into the pit. Let's see whether he can steal this one away. He's done these before, but Gideon is going to be able to lock it down. But now, the perfect execution. Let's see whether it's going to work. He's straight into prison, though. Not exactly optimal, as it's going to be a Cloud Soul. Lehens going to be able to spot out Pioshik. Gets that flash. Headbutt not exactly early enough, though. The Warrior Tricks are going to come on through, and there's the handshake. Lehens may just be dead here. Does heal. Trying to keep himself healthy. The bouncing bombs and all of these minefields are real dangerous. As the ulti not necessarily working, Dudu dashing around this fight. They've got him right where they want him. Kingin going to be going down first as Bulldog diving forward. Lance going to get knocked up. In fact, there's a triple hostile takeover from life onto everyone. Fisher trying to keep them into position, but now it's Dudu looking to try and tidy this one up, and I think he's got the dashes to do it. With this mid lane as the ulti does come through. Bulldog looking to make his way up as Life could be in trouble, but instead they turn their attention towards the Akali, who gonna be able to flash out of the way, and oh no, there's the Mega Inferno Bomb, and it grabs two.
The way there.
So not wanting to overly commit onto the Yone, as there's a Shuriken backflip. I think he's gonna have to take a bit of a recall here, and there he goes. So they get rid of one of them.
Yeah, he does have teleport. See if he wants to just head to the top lane, or if you just
40 gold and a blood petal in exchange for an outer turret. Well,
yeah,
not great.
That's the trade deal meme.
Oh wait, two turrets actually.
Yeah, I receive. It's this deal keeps getting worse all the time. Lando
Calrissian's got something to say about that, man.
Oh well, this is actually maybe 3 turrets, Atlas.
Well, there's the Glacial Prison going wide. Let's see whether Life can actually find an angle here. He just gets knocked up immediately, but he's pretty tanky. Okay, they're sending him all home. And it looks like Gideon wants to go home as well. He's like, damn, I'm so tanked. But yeah, they're all just going to go for a bit of a retreat.
4 turrets, Atlas!
Yeah. So they throw themselves all at an inhibitor turret and successfully
retreat after killing 3 turrets. Now the inhibitor is open. Gio is going to TP to the mid lane.
Ooh, Lehen's going to get the flash out of Berserker. Has to invest his own, as now Fisher looking for a bit of an angle. Look, Pioshik, he's going to come down. Life not going to quite find it because Fisher's able to flash his way out of there. As Dudu also dancing around this fight. That hostile takeover was not the one that Life was looking for, and Pioshik cannot find the reset on the bailout, and so he's going to hit the
trap them. You can set up a lot of scenarios where it's really uncomfortable for this Kalista.
Oh, ulti going to come through here from Fisher really nicely, picking out Bulldog here, even though he's in his shroud, as that was a weird flash, but it actually worked. The Shuriken backflip keeping him alive for so long, but there are a lot of bad guys in that area. There we go. They're just pushing the jungler out of the area. See, Life looking for an opportunity, finds a handshake onto Gideon. Berserker finally being able to actually do something, but unfortunately, Life can't quite get that Fate's Call to go far enough. And Fisher really needs like an extra couple of Teemos on that queue to start hitting a few more of them. And now Berserker taking matters into his own hands. I don't know about this one. However, he is able to flash his way out. The bailout's going to come on through. Does he have the Rens available? He does not. Lance gets a 3-man knock-up with that Pulverize. It's gorgeous.
Sentinel. Yeah, he's on his team. Yeah. You know, in the interview earlier, Berserker was like, I used to kind of make dumb, aggressive moves, but now I'm a smart player.
That did look a little bit like a tale of frustration.
It looked a little bit dumb at first, but that's the kind of issue I was talking about. You got to close the gap somehow. He knows he has bailout, and I think that was the closest to a successful fight he was ever going to get. He was like, I'm taking this game into my hands, and it almost was able to set them up a pick, right? It was fairly close.
Yeah.
But you can just see the problems of the composition in that moment.
So Nongshim can get 2. Right here as Berserker taking so much damage. There's the Glacial Prison. Knockups are coming through though. The hostile takeover is so good and Berserker keeps himself alive. They take down the turret. Is now Dudu getting into the backline. He flashes on top of Jiu. That is so much money. And Dudu may have just saved it for the DN Freaks. Kingen going to be going down. He cannot stand. It does look like he's posturing aggressively. You can kind of feel it. The bouncing bomb. Doing a little bit here is Kingen. Also off to the side, really wanting to create a fish in a barrel scenario. Man, how did no one get hit by that? Yeah, kind of crazy. Is Berserker going in again? All right, Kingen could be in trouble. Mega Inferno Bomb not really doing too much as they take down the Jace. Dudu just trying to keep himself alive. Bulldog diving into the backline as well. The flash on top of the Ziggs, and the main man is down. It's now Fisher that's in trouble as he has created enough space. The knockups are good from Lehens, but they've lost all the damage. And Berserker's still on full health. This guy's a madman. As Bulldog getting on in there, he should be able to take down Fisher here, finding the 5-point strikes. And unfortunately, that Soul has to rebind. Even goes Golden to get the style points. Berserker's going to grab himself a Cloud Soul across the rift. And the Elder is on the map. All right, there's the Flash Cyclone right on top of Jiwoo. He's going to have to flash to get himself out of there. Now Gideon all on his lonesome, but he's real tanky. Going to be able to survive at least for now. 2k damage here for Berserker to start this one off, and they've started the Elder.
Jiwoo having blue buff here from that global blue is actually super huge for him as well.
Look at this flank from Bulldog. This is real scary. They've turned on him immediately. He can go into the Shroud, but he's almost just dead. But into the backline goes Dudu. He's headbutted out of there, but everyone is just piling on top. The hostile takeover doesn't do enough, but it does something, and DNF are just going to be flashing after them. Kingen looking to go down, and we thought that this was in the bag for Nongshim, and DNF said, "Now, hold my bailout. We're going to kill you all."
Everything put into Jiwoo there, and it looked like maybe he was going to be punishing Bulldog, but he steps one step too far forward. He's the one who goes down, and Berserker says, I've lost interest in killing enemy champions. I'm killing the Elder.
Yep, and Dudu is just, going to be trying to take them down in their base, and that is going to be successful. First inhibitor going to go down, the inhibitor turret, and the Nexus turret's going to be following. This dragon is angry, and it's hungry, and it's not going to be eating boar for dinner tonight. Instead, it's going to have to settle for a Nexus and a couple of turrets. DNF. Man, what a slobber knocker of a game.
And Berserker tops the damage over a Ziggs.
He out-damages a Ziggs
in a 46-minute game.
Take my player of the match, Berserker. That was pretty unbelievable. This guy keeping himself relevant in one of our longest games of the season so far. And 46 minutes is longer than I was expecting. I thought we were going to have...
I mean, imagine Leona for life in this situation.
Yeah.
Imagine playing Lucian in 2025.
Well, you may make that dream a reality, Wolf.
I would not advise.
Oh no, I give me back the Lucian. I want the Lucian back. Oh no!
Well, I think we might have 2 upsets today, Atlas.
Yeah.
Like, we have already explained, we have seen Xayah is bad into multiple dive threats. We already explained it on the space. Why weren't they watching? They were sitting there getting ready for the games. I thought they'd be watching the global desk.
And look, so theoretically you can Featherstorm the, Paranoia Shockwave combo. It is time to get into this game number 2. Nongshim Red Force with their newly upgraded roster with Kingen in the top lane and Lehens on the bottom side of the map. Can they keep their dreams alive in the series? It all winds up as Berserker and Life going to go a little bit aggressive here against the classic Kai'Sa matchup, and that is the Xayah. As the crash down comes out immediately, Lehen's taking a little bit of damage here as Life utilizing that aftershock quite nicely. As Fisher might just be dead here, Bulldog is going to be able to get the flash at least. Command Protect going to keep him alive as those minions got angry. And he can just flash out of the way if he'd like to. Instead, he decides to just go in. And that seems like a good idea because Fisher is in a whole host of trouble. Bulldog going to be able to throw down the Command Dissonance and picks up the kill with a Command Attack. They take down the Nocturne in the end as Gideon has to flash to get himself out of the way. And Jiwoo's made his way in. 3 versus 3 now, but the ulti comes through from Dudu, gets the flash out from Jiwoo there as well. And man, it is chaos, but it's working out. Did just kill the control ward that he had put down. They can be there at a moment's notice. The Paranoia back off cooldown once again. I think that Pyosik is looking for an opportunity here, but it is Nongshim being able to lock down at least one of them. Life goes in. There's the Paranoia. They do get the flash out from Fisher. Gravity Field not really doing too much as Bulldog has to flash himself out of the way. The ulti from Gideon gets him in there, and Bulldog nowhere to run and will be taken down. You can see Bulldog going to get pulled over. Life is here as well, but Berserker, he can Killer Instinct in. Lehens finds the angle there as Life gets the Magnet Storm over the wall with the Acathian Rain, and Berserker's able to lock down the kill onto the Victor. You can see now, wants to find the opportunity and gets in there. The Feather Storm comes down though. Does he have the Feather Pull? The answer's no. As Berserker looking to try and dash his way out with that supercharge, but the Audacious Charge is going to be better, and it's a double kill for Gideon. He's now even further ahead in this game as Nongshim not going quietly.
As Herald is up as well, and Lehens.
Yeah, looking for Bulldog here, gets charmed up. And the Chaos Storm doing a fair bit of work, but Bulldog's going to be able to walk away from it. It looks like Nongshim will be able to collect themselves another one. That is a 4th as far as these objectives are concerned. It's not Earth, Wind, and Fire, so that's a little bit of a shame. Guy almost has Black Cleaver completed as well as, okay, Paranoia comes in. They're going to get the combo, but can they get the kill? That's the question. And the answer is yes, they absolutely can.
I'm just going to drop this, and they're just going to take it situation, and that's certainly what happened. He got the additional charge as well, so feeling really good about that. It's okay.
Oh, I've seen this movie before. This time it's going to be a slightly different version. This one is a little bit colder. That's what, and we're doing our best. You're right, we're avoiding it because much like Wolf, there are some people that haven't seen it yet.
All right, hold up.
Okay, Atakan has been started. Vision being delivered, and Lehens is on a flank angle.
But it's so far away for Bulldog.
Oh, Berserker is going to get caught out. They all just dive on top of him. There's the ulti and the flash out, though, and the Chaos Storm comes down, and the 3-man Shockwave is gorgeous. Once again, Fisher is dead, and this time Dudu is on the perfect flank angle. Oh, Atakan, that guy, he really does kill some teams. And it's going to happen once again as DNF, they'll be able to take him down.
Damage dealer, the safe damage dealer in the Victor is just so far behind.
Yeah, it's not feeling too safe as they catch him once again. Down he goes. And remember, they get a free ticket home. That's precisely what they want. Life's going to dive back in, gets the Magnus. Oh my God, the damage is revolting. Dudu's under about 7 turrets, and he's just going to take the easy way out. They take 2 with them. They do
damage, a little bit of experience points.
There you go.
I guess it's worth it, Atlas.
I'm looking at the money at the top of the screen though, and I'm thinking, nah, probably not. And we're going to see it again. Oh God, this time it's the Xayah that's taken out. Jiwoo didn't really know what was going on. The lights were off, and then his lights were out. It's possibly Baron time. Goes back to that. All right, Pyosik taking so much damage from this Baron, as we can see. Dudu going to have to help out with that one, I think, because now Kingin could be in trouble. He eats a whole bunch of the CC, but Fisher, he eats a slowy wall, and he doesn't really want to. The Chaos Storm doing a lot of work here, but the Magnet Storm is going to do the same thing. Maybe an overstep, though, as he's taken out. Berserker getting into that back line. Gideon might be going down again, and yes, he does. There's no damage to take him out, and it's 2 going into the hands of the Kai'Sa, and now Kingin is surrounded by DNF boys. Jiwoo trying to make his way back, and he does manage to get a few of these. The Feather Storm comes through, but Dudu, oh, the Feather Pull is gorgeous.
Oh, then Bulldog also flashes, but doesn't get the kill.
Pyosik has the ultimate, and Jiwoo doesn't have his, and he's dead.
Oh, but the feathers!
Yeah, the feathers taken out. Okay, so Pyosik solo the Baron, and it's worth it, my guys.
Wait.
Right in the middle of his team, possibly creating a Paranoia target. They can't group up too much. It is very dangerous, too, taking a lot here from
Dudu on a really fantastic flank as well to set up a big ult.
Yeah, this is such an important moment here for DNF. Can they make the combo actually work? As there's the Paranoia. Pyosik not going to be able to take the dragon as now Lehens trying to keep them all alive. The Featherstorm has already gone down, and Dudu just wreaking havoc in that backline. Berserker trying to do the same thing. Heads down to the GA goes Jiwoo. But this fight is so broken up. It's now Berserker against the world. Can he get it done? Gideon says, no, you cannot. As he flashes on top of him. Not going to be able to do it. That's a double kill, and Fisher is on the board, and we might be going to game 6.
I cannot believe Nongshim are going to win this game. I just can't believe it. And it was a fantastic arm guard there for Fisher. Bought some time. Gio did the heavy lifting. He had the GA. They had everything they needed for this one fight for Ocean Soul. That's where the real tipping point comes through, I suppose. That last big fight earlier on, too, was a huge win for them. They grab Baron. And I guess they do it, Atlas. I didn't see it coming.
Well, Life is going to try and stop them. And it's not quite going to work out here. Dudu not going to be able to do enough either. And with the Ocean Soul helping, they're going to be able to take down the Nexus. Nongshim will even out the series. We're going to go to all 6. And this is still a fun one. Still one that Lehens is extraordinarily good at. Gives them some setup, but I feel like it is like... It's feast or famine here on the side of Nongshim. And the DN Freaks, they have the insurance policy. The lack of engage, just because Smolder just tends to do a whole lot of things as the game goes on. But we'll just have to see how it goes, because honestly, it's been hard to predict.
Yeah, Brahms engage is not our favorite, but it certainly can be
Well, when
strong.
it's with an Ivan, right? Like if you actually land the Trigger Seed, then you can get a Braum ultimate into a pretty good position with the extra mobility.
Yeah, well, let's go.
What you got?
That. And that's what I want to see. You know, sometimes we just have to stay too meta. Lehens?
Yeah, going to come on over and look to punch Pyoshik here. He punched it. There you go. Spear is going to connect there as well. Pyoshik going to flash, gets out his shield. The flash forward from Gideon. That's first blood. As Bulldog, if he gets a kill here, it could actually be really dangerous despite first blood going on over. But no, he pounces. Play here. As Life moves up, knows what's going on. He could be in real trouble. That's the hook! It's going to connect onto Berserker. He has to flash out immediately and stand behind the ward here for Life. Gets him out of dodge. So
towards a mid-game that he's going to feel very confident with.
Yeah, I would agree. And you can see that DNF are going to be able to move forward and look for this one as, okay, Lehen's going to get caught out, knocked up by the kitchen sink, but the Braum just explodes. Okay, trade of supports, but where did Life go?
Yeah, he's gone.
He's really gone.
But, I mean, this is a trade-up for DNF because they got Berserker the kill.
Oh, no. Trigger Seed going to connect onto Gideon. Daisy getting mad and going to chase that cat into the brush. Looks like Gideon's going to have to get out of there as, oh, no, my money's on Daisy for this one. The explosion of that shield. The flash has to be invested. Not even able to pounce over that wall. As, all right, Pyoshik is kind of in no man's land. Spear is going to connect somehow. One more arcade shift going to come on through, but Kingan, he finds the flank angle. The slowest flap of your life there for Bulldog. Ain't going to save him. Going to be building up a whole bunch of tanky items. And Gideon looking to steal stuff away. Dudu is going to find him, though, as the blast cone will get Gideon to the wrong direction. Pyoshik will turn up. Lehens trying to offer something as well as the arrow connects. And that is the kill onto the Nidalee. Daisy comes out now. We're getting serious here as she punches Jiwoo one time. After the game that he had previously on the Victor, you cannot really blame him as, oh no, Jiwoo, that was not the arcane shift you were looking for. Concussive blows comes down. The ulti's perfect. Sometimes life comes at you fast, my friend. And Jiwoo is going to suffer the brunt of it as Spears coming on in. Gideon going to have to get out of there. Kingan might be able to get first turret, which is going to mean feats of strength galore here for Nongshim as the rocket, the rocket, what is it called? It's the hook.
Yeah, rocket grab, right?
Rocket grab. Why did I not remember what grab was? My brain only has room for so many things.
Well, when he starts burning people's health out, including this tanky Scion, in a few moments' time here.
Well,
maybe a pick here.
Yeah, Lehens, does he get the hook? No, he doesn't, but man, he gets a flash. And now the follow-up is in. Pyoshik's the one that flashes this time, but unfortunately Bulldog didn't come with an extra charge. Really be helping out, because if Nongshim are forced to group up to make their composition work, then it can be a problem. It's all right, Life just gonna tank it up. Don't hook Braum. He's got a big door. He doesn't care. Dudu finds the flank angle, and they're gonna lock down the Scion, who takes a lot of killing. In fact, maybe too much killing. And finally, he does go down. Berserker with that Q activated, doing a lot of damage.
There's the Herald drop here.
Feels so against the play, doesn't it? With the Herald going down in favor of Nongshim, like, you'd expect them to have a bit more control. Instead, Lehens is running away. Gideon's just going to be left out to the Wolves. Or make that the Dragons. His mom comes down and eats him.
Dax almost
now,
done.
yeah, Kingen, what's he tanking for? Nobody else is sticking around, and he is just going to be left out as DNF. I think it looks to me like Nongshim have just kind of ran out of ergs.
Yeah.
They've ran out of, what to do.
I mean,
That certainly does need to be respected somewhat for these hooks that can bring a priority target in, but as you can see here, Nongshim not pulling the trigger just yet, and it's DNF that are going to do so. Fisher immediately going to get McHale's as Lehens at least gets that one done. I don't know about that one, Dudu, as Mum comes down, but Lehens still going to die. Mum does so much damage, and look at this with the Ivo, and this Jax is just immortal. Both of them going golden. Gideon going to get eaten by a dragon. You can see Bulldog going to be able to take him out. Dogs versus cats, I guess. It's going to be Bulldog that comes out on top, and this one is, okay, that's a fully charged Q. Remember, none of them can die, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, no.
Like, they've still got Otacon.
They have the withdraw, so it doesn't matter. Like, I mean, Dudu saved his life or his withdraw by going for the arm guard to keep himself in the fight because he didn't want to waste time teleporting back in. He had teleport, so if he did die, he could have just come back. He is going to come back right now. And, at this point, I think Bulldog's like, I would like some more.
Yeah. They know exactly where Ju is as Dudu comes on over. The door just eats the True Shot barrage. This Braum has been such an incredible pick. And they get in there. You can see Kingen trying to utilize that ultimate to lock them down as Lahen's not going to be stealing that one away. That's going to be the Baron secured by Pioshik. Kingen is now a zombie as Bulldog just trying to flap his way away and will be able to do so. The spear not going to connect. Jiwoo able to offer back a lot of damage here as Dudu does need to be a little bit careful as the Achu just barely not able to get him as, the arrow for the snipe.
It's a bad time.
Well, Lehens is going to get a hook onto a Braum, and this time he's dead. Nicely done.
Once I got online with Smolder, the game didn't end for like over an hour.
Not to mention the fact that Berserker can do things like this now that he has the big old shield. Life diving into so many people, but look at the value of the door. It is disgusting how much this does as Lehens, that rocket punch not doing too much of anything, and now Dudu feeling immortal himself as long as he has that gentleman tree around him. And he's going to go golden there, utilizing that. Zonya's repaired his arm guard quite nicely, but the turret is getting angry, and finally he is going to go down. Bulldog's at full health though, and Nongshim, I think they're losing an inhibitor turret at least, because Berserker is just by himself in the bottom lane.
Yeah, he just doesn't care. They don't even have grubs, but we're at the point of the game where these turrets just don't last long. Aun goes one inhibitor, and a second inhibitor turret will fall. I mean, I suppose there's a world where maybe they could defend this if Berserker was more vulnerable, but he's got Flash.
Yeah, Life needs to really save him here, though, because there are a lot of people coming. That's 4. I think Life might be dead, and Berserker is also dead.
Okay.
Hook. So, double kill there for Jiwoo.
Is Atlas on to something here? Like, anything is throwable.
Well, Life is going to show them the door, and he's going to get hooked in, and he's going to die.
Atlas?
I need to stop telling Life how valuable, and they don't go for it.
This composition doesn't have a strong tank, DNF, so they're so scared of starting Baron, somebody getting hooked and then getting isolated corral.
Arrow going to connect there onto Jiwoo, but he does get cleansed immediately. Now Dudu diving into that backline. Fisher in a bit of trouble. Dudu goes golden. Gideon now, he's going to get cleansed as well. Goes golden as well, and now Jiwoo is running out of buttons that he can press. Arcane Shift Flash, not enough as DNF close in. And with the jungler and AD carry both dead, Kingen's going to try and hold on to the wave to keep this game alive. It's not going to work out. Down he goes, and it's Bulldog that's gifted the prize of the kill money. That's completely unnecessary because they're about to take down the Nexus.
Okay, Fisher doing the Faker strat, and Valkyrie's his way to taking out that super minion, but another wave comes through here. Lehens grab one of those minions away. Buy some time.
All right, Nexus turret number 1 going to go down. Lehen's not going to be doing anything. Fisher as well, grasping at straws to say the least. And that's a bare Nexus. That is going to be a game win for DNF. Able to keep things interesting as far as our groups as well. Baron 1, Elder 1 at the end of...
Thank you very much, guys. This is Dear for the POM interview translation, joined by Berserker on the side of Group Barons. DNF who
감사합니다.
secured a victory in the second match of
LCK 컵
2025
청무대에서
LCK
승리를
Cup.
거두고 플레이어 오브 더 매치까지 선정되신 버서커
You just won your
선수입니다.
first match of LCK Cup and became the player of the match.
일단 제가
Congratulations.
LCK
How do you feel?
첫 무대기도 하고 뭔가
This is my
이번
first
그러니까 오늘
stage
경기가 되게 중요하다고
in the
생각을
LCK,
했었는데
and I thought that
제가
today's
LCK
first match would be really
넘어오면서 혼자
important.
다짐했던 게 좀 약간 후회 없는 경기를
And
하고
coming into
싶다라고
LCK,
생각을
I really wanted
했는데
to
오늘 제가
have
카이스타판에 두 번 좀 어이없게
and play
죽었다고
matches
생각을 하는데
and play games
뭔가
that
그
I just don't
이후에도
regret.
약간
And
쫄지
I think
않고 계속
there are a lot of
공격적으로
moments
했던
where
게
I
저 자신한테 되게
died,
뿌듯한 것 같아요.
맞습니다.
but
그 부분을
I
저희가
didn't
분석 데스크에서
cower
분석을
away. I
하기로
think I just
했었거든요.
stayed
그런
brave
마인드를
and
가진
kept
버서커
playing my
선수
game.
너무 멋지다 이런 이야기를 했는데요. 너무 잘 봤고요. LCK컵 첫 무대에서 승리를 거두고 이제 첫 경기부터 굉장히
And
치열했잖아요.
so
대회 해보니까
from the
막상
first
어떠신 것 같나요?
match, it was quite neck and neck. So
솔직히
how did it feel
말해서
playing on the stage?
오늘 세 경기
To be really
전부 다
honest,
약간 이렇게 질질
all
끌릴
three
게임이 아니라고
games
생각하긴
today,
했는데
I didn't really think that it would get
아무래도
dragged
첫
out this long.
판이고 다들 오랜만에 경기하다 보니까 좀
But it was our
긴장한 것
first
같아서
match of
뭔가
the
다음
season, and I think
경기에는
everyone's just a
조금 더
little
확실하게
nervous.
승부도 돌리고 좀 타이트하게 게임할 수 있지 않을까라고
And
생각하고
I
있습니다.
think
네, 좀더
next
시원한
time
경기력을
we'll be able
보여주시겠다
to, we'll be
다짐해
more
주시는 것
capable of
마지막
snowballing
세트
the
얘기
game
좀
and then
해보도록 하겠습니다.
pulling off
DNF가
cleaner games.
애쉬 브라움을 꺼낸 상태에서 상대가 블리츠
And
캠프를
after
그 이후에 꺼냈거든요.
DNF picked
살짝
Ash and
의아하기도
Braum,
했는데
but
그거
the
보고 어떤
enemy
생각하셨는지
locked in
궁금합니다.
Blitzcrank. So how did you react to this?
이게 아무래도 피오리스 경기가 요번에 새로 도입된 거라서
네.
Since
다들
the
어지러울 만도
Fearless Draft
한데
was implemented
그
newly
와중에 저희가 레오나
this season,
노틸러스를 밴을 해서 리엔즈 선수가 되게 할
I
게
think it's
없다고
because
생각을
we were
했었는데
we ended up
좀
banning
자신있는
Leona and
픽을 한것
Nautilus,
같아서
and
그냥 그러려니
that really
했습니다.
left
크게
Leon's
생각은 안 하셨군요.
no
네.
options. I think
좋습니다.
that's just something
그런데
that
버서커
he
선수
had
오늘
to
플레이
play,
스타일이 저희가 좀
maybe some
보니까
comfort pick of
원딜이심에도
his.
불구하고 계속해서 공격적인 포지션.
And
앞으로 나가고
despite you being
플레이메이킹을
the
직접적으로
AD
하고
carry, the
이런
back
모습들을 저희가
line,
많이
you
봤거든요.
position to
이런
always go in
공격성은
first
어디에서 나오는
to make
걸까요?
some feisty plays. So what is the source of this aggression?
공격성이라면 공격성인데 뭔가
I guess you could call it
오늘 제가
aggression,
한
but
챔피언이 카이사 빼고는 다 혼자서 뭔가를 만들 수 있는 챔피언이라서
other than
그냥
Kaisa, there were
각을
a lot of the champions that I
그런
played
와중에
today were
이제
just
상대가 좀 실수가 나온 것 같아서
playmaking champions that I can just play without a team.
나름 만족하고 있는 것 같아요.
내가
And
뭔가를
I
해야
think
되겠다는
I'm pretty
책임감도 굉장히
content
드신 것
with
같고요.
my performance today with those champions as
책임감이라기보다
well.
그냥 당연히 할 걸 하는 느낌인 거죠.
좋습니다.
I think it's
오늘
just
버서커
rather than
선수의 활약도
responsibility, I'm just
대단했는데 같이
doing
이제
what
파트너
is
라이프 선수도
what
굉장히
my
좋은
job
활약을 보여주셨습니다.
really entails
두
me to
선수의
do.
호흡 어느 정도 맞춰졌다고
You
보시나요?
guys had a really clean bot duo performance today, so
저희가 그래도
how would you rate your
연습을
synergy
좀
with
오래
life?
했어서 지금 한 60-70% 정도는
We've been
생각을
practicing
하고
네.
for a while now, so
정민이 형
I would say that we're at
되게
60 to
되게
70% of our potential.
재밌는 사람이라서 되게 좋은
And
것 같아요.
life as a player, as a person, is a very fun person, so
앞으로도 잘해보자고
I'm enjoying my
라이프
time
선수에게
playing with
말씀해
him.
주시죠, 이 자리에서.
Do you want to send any message to life?
집중을 살짝 못한 것
Life,
같아서 많이 잘려서
I think
좀 아쉽긴
we lost
했는데
a little bit
그래도
of
형 원래
focus
잘하는
in the
선수니까
last
다음
game,
게임부터 잘해보자.
so we
파이팅.
ended
네,
up getting
좋습니다.
picked off,
다음
but
차례는
let's
이제
just
플러스
get back on our feet
경기가
and do even better next
마지막으로
time.
버서커 선수.
And your next opponent is D plus Kia. Please share your resolution.
에이밍 선수가
Yeah, DK
제가
has
생각했을 때 LCK에서
aiming,
진짜 탑
and I
원딜급이
consider
선수라고 생각하는데
aiming as one of the top
이렇게 빨리
80
좀
carries in the
잘하는 원딜
LCK.
선수랑 붙을 수 있다는 게 되게
And being
기대되고
able to
재밌을 것
face
같습니다.
such a great
멋진 승부
80
한번
carry
기대해보도록 하겠습니다. 다시
in
한번
the LCK so
축하드립니다.
soon makes it
네,
even more fun.
DNF의
And that's the end of the
버서커
interview
선수였습니다.
from Berserker.
이어서
And
분석
back to the
데스크와 함께
space.
하시겠습니다.
Thank you.